Surviving what I've survived. 31 years in prison, over 5 years in the hole, coming home, having a devastating accident where they told me I would never walk again. And my thing was, y'all don't know who the I am.
Lifers Leaving a Legacy is important to East Oakland, mainly because East Oakland is where Mr. Charles is from. So that's home base for him. East Oakland has a lot of illegal dumping sites, way more than North and West Oakland.
For the work that Lifers is doing, to be able to communicate in a way to industry and manufacturing and anyone that builds or makes or fixes something, communicate back to them what their needs are, what the struggles are, what the problems are, in a way where we can have big business, we can create, we can manufacture, we can employ, but we can also generate tax revenue in a way that doesn't negatively impact these communities.
This city has always been on the forefront of making some of the most important things happen in the United States. We get dissed for it a lot, and they love to make a lot of bad press about it, but I've seen more heart and more change happen here than darn near any place in my 68 years of living in the United States.
Environmental justice and social justice is overdue because we need healthy communities. And we got to find a way, how do we collaborate with everyone as a point of being healthy?
Organizations like Lifers Leaving a Legacy are really have their ears to the ground, are the pulse of the community. And for organizations like the Port of Oakland, who are really focused on their enterprises, really lean on organizations like Lifers because of the fact that they have the connections in the community. So working with Lifers means you're getting really at the heart of what the community cares, you're getting to the people, and you're getting to the voices.
I think this is a good start, to be honest. This is a great start.
I'll say I appreciate you for even giving us this opportunity, and it's a great turnaround. It's a positive step forward. So I fully support it. And we need more organizations and things like this for our community, definitely.
I think a lot more events like this. I think that there needs to be a kind of networking that I don't see available in the two groups that I participate with. I'd like to see us less siloed. I'd like to see us know more about the 35 or however many environmental justice and social justice groups there are. I don't see the connectors.
I met Charles a number of years ago. He was on the West Oakland Community Action Plan, which is what they call a community emissions reduction program. And then he basically moved over to East Oakland to start up the East Oakland Community Emissions Reduction Plan. And then I've just supported him in whatever he was doing, because it's very, very difficult to deny his dedication to the community, especially knowing what his story and his background was. And so, when he calls, I do my best to support him in what he's doing.
But people like Charles, he's committed to doing advocacy. He asked me, he said, "What are you doing? I want to learn what you're doing." And I looked because I didn't think I was doing anything special, but he thought it was special. And so I said, "Sure, I'll teach you how to do it." And I've gotten the opportunity to be mentored by him, but also to share some of my experience about advocacy.
I said, man, I survived 31 years in the concrete jungle of the CDC system, and you think you could tell me I ain't gonna walk no more? They told me I wasn't never getting out. They lied, so you lying too. And it was the spirit of God in me, man. From the time they told me that, I told my wife, I said, shoot, they crazy. God gonna let me walk again. Because there was no reason he let me survive what I survived to get here and not be able to finish the job.